And the world powers will tremble.
And the world powers will tremble. Because this war is the war to end all wars. They already gonna know what time it is.
Right.
Because the minute the Lord is telling them, hey, just like my man Micah before Ahab and shit. Remember all his prophets was like, man, you gonna do good, man. Ramoth Gilead is all you is victory. And he was in the prison like, it ain't gonna go good for you, my man. Like, he's like, see, that's why I hate this dude. He always prophesy evil against you. That's what we telling the world. Like, it ain't fucking good for none of you nations that's gonna go to war. It ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good for Babylon. That's why that dude Biden was like, hey, calm down, man. Right. Calm down, because it's through.
Right.
But Israel like, Ricky, them fools ain't gonna do nothing, man. And he gonna get shot in the back. That's it, man.
It says, disasters will come.
Woo!
And everyone will be terrified.
Disasters will come. And everyone will be terrified. People are bugged out right now. They had the sizzler. Bugging out like through like the clumps through, you know. HIE to be happy. You get to go to ugly ass Laker game, be happy. It ain't the same because the Lord has sent the plague of the heart out here, plague of the mind.
That's right.
And the Lord is gonna send the vengeance. Say, give me any vengeance. Hey, can a brother get that real quick? I can show that.
But the vengeance of the adversary.
Yeah, give me any plague with the plague of the heart. Give me any revenge with the revenge of enemies, and that's what's coming. Yeah. The Lord gonna get his vengeance and his revenge on his people by sending their enemy, Esau, Edom, against, and the other nations too.
And even aside from this pandemic, like this place has been losing its luster even before that. Yeah. Like like back in the day, like playing for the Lakers, that was like a big deal back then. Like now being a Laker now, they ain't shit.
Nah.
All this shit out here used to be just being in this country was supposed to be the shit back then. But now people are starting to see that this place ain't shit.
Right.
Because we're at the end of this thing. Most he's totally took the spirit out of this place.
Man.
I was talking about brother about that a few months ago, man. We was talking about how people they not even into these fucking holidays no more. People, I remember back in the day, the streets used to be packed on 4th of July, Christmas and all that bullshit. Now you don't really see nobody participating in that shit no more.
And what's spiritual is each of these holidays was falling on the Lord's holy days. It's crazy how either it fell on the Sabbath or actual high holy day to let the world know, like, look at your weak ass holiday. That shit ain't shit. 4th of July don't mean shit because America's not that strong anymore. They knew that with Trump. They're like, man, because he's talking about make America great again.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was, niggas was saying it was already great. You gotta make it great again. So that's a cut to 4th of July, so to speak. Thanks stealing. Niggas was taking down the statues of that nigga Christopher Cologne and shit. Like, fuck this colonizer, fuck him. That was destroying that day on Mother's Day. Niggas is getting aired the fuck out. Well, if your mother brought life, like the women always say, well, I gave you life. Well, bring your son back from the dead, then the Lord was proving the point. I'm the one who gave life, motherfucker. Like, you bring your son back then. On Mother's Day.
Hey, imagine if they came to your house side with some Mother's Day shit. He would have hit him like what he did when he said, hey, who's my mother and who's my brother? And he pointed to his
he did, that one woman, he said, bless your mother's womb, talking about him. He said, no, rather one of the bless the ones that who hear the word and keep it. Roughly paraphrasing.
Hear the word, he said
it. He said, fuck that Queen of Heaven shit. That Queen of Heaven shit.
It ain't about what the hell your mother's saying. Like, Jesus said to me that you gotta get the inoculation. Well, Yahweh Shema Shai said to me that I ain't supposed to get it. So who am I supposed to listen to?
Yeah, man. It's crazy ass women.
Hey, they got that Bobby Boucher spirit on them. Mama said.
Mama said.
Mama don't know shit.
She don't. Damn thing.
He had to check his mother.
Like this brother say, hey, fuck you and goddamn mama.
Fuck you, no, sorry, man, because you guys are talking about America, right? So the brother from Mississippi did a beautiful video this week, said deliverance from Eve, right? Talking about the movie Eva. So me and the brother did, and I was listening to it at work, and the Lord gave it to me. He said, "America is Eve.
Deliver us from Eve.
America's Eve because everyone is a woman. This place is a women's worship.
Yeah.
Black woman is everything to these people, man.
And that's beautiful because you said deliver us from Eve, which is Babylon, because we trying to go back home to our mother that's weeping for us, which is Jerusalem. And our Father's going to take us back.
Hey, America's known as a whore too, man.
Yeah.
Known as a
America's the whore,
Yep.
you know, and we trying to go back to the land, man. We trying
Sounds like we just came out. My boy Gabar's kinfolk Diddy just came out and talked about how the woman is God and shit.
Oh yeah.
He's sitting in the camera looking
goddamn
through.
clown.
He said, because we all know that the woman is God.
Yeah.
Diddy is a goddamn clown, and he gonna be destroyed. I love our people. Gonna meet the end. Go ahead. Go ahead and read that.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 13. And it reads, give me any plague, but the plague of the heart.
Many of you people had a plague of the mind already. Through. You don't want to go back to work. You know, hey, that's perplexity in Luke where it says the distress of nations. This CV-19 has nations in distress. They don't know how to cope. They telling niggas you can take the mask off, and they like, no, I want to keep the mask on. Mask on, mask off. So go ahead.
And any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
Any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Deliver us from Eve.
Right.
Deliver us from Babylon, man.
Yeah.
Deliver us just straight from women in general, because these are main motherfuckers on TV saying get the inoculation.
Yes, they are, man.
Main one.
Yes.
Deliver us from this nigga, man.
All the way down
Through
to
her,
your
we
own
all
mama.
die. Through her.
Her crazy ass.
Her, she crazy as hell, bro.
We gotta get vaccinated.
Go
No,
ahead.
hell no.
And any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me.
Hey, who is afflicting our people? The ones that hate them with the inoculation. They keeping things back that is useful for man's life. Bread, water, oil, the blood of the grape, clothing, all these things that is useful for man's life. They holding it back until you get what they want you to get.
Yeah.
Not knowing that all these things come from the Heavenly Father and His Son. Go ahead.
And any revenge, but the revenge of enemies.
Jacob's trouble. And you go into the word of last, like we always bring it up, it means unfortunate. So you gonna be in an unfortunate state, Jake, because the one that wants you dead is gonna kill you. And you ugly ass women, your boyfriend E, he gonna turn on you, man. He gonna want blood. He gonna be in that Homelander spirit, man. You finally gonna be afraid of this dude because he gonna have the fury of the Lord on him.
That's right.
Go ahead,
There is no head above the head of a serpent.
man. Who's the serpent? Esau, Edom. Now he's a fucking 7-headed dragon and shit, man. Go ahead.
And there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy.
And there's no wrath above the wrath of the enemy. And now the Lord himself is your enemy. And he's going to use his sword, Esau, Edom, to put you down once and for all.
Real quick, you said he saw the 7-headed dragon. If you guys noticed that the emblem for the Space Force is that Hydra head, that multi-headed dragon. Just want to bring that
Man,
up.
that's spiritual. And that's the system that you're going to have to get down with or be put down. Or get with Yahweh Shema Shah, which the elect, the 1/3 will, and they're going to be preserved and protected. That's right.
That's right.
I had rather dwell with the lion and the dragon.
Hey, that's why brothers is, we already in that pilgrimage spirit. We moving around.
Right.
We ain't got the same things we had a year ago, not even a few months ago, not
Nope.
even
Right.
a
Nope.
month ago. Do we have the same
Nope.
thing? We don't have the same
Hell
mind
nah.
state anymore.
Right.
Because we already out of this world.
Right.
Hey, out of this world.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
That's what the Lord said, man. Everything's temporal, man. In this life, everything is temporal. Our living situation, our jobs, the clothes that we wear, even these very bodies that we live in are temporary, man. But the things that's to come are forever, eternal. Right. You know, like the scriptures go into the spiritual body, our spiritual tabernacle in the heavens. You know, when we die and we go into our spiritual body. This body ain't going to inherit the kingdom. We're not going to walk around the kingdom of heaven with these bad back, bad eyesight. You know, we ain't going to have none of this in the kingdom, man. You know, that's what we patiently waiting for. Right. You know, go on.
I had rather dwell with the lion and the dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Hey, that's what time we're living in. Because even Paul said you're going to have trouble in the flesh. If she's pleased to dwell with you, you can't leave her. But she a goddamn demon. You look at the man of the Lord, like, man, I'd rather be in a damn wilderness with a lion in a damn cave with a dragon with a sword. Like just ready to fucking end it all and shit. On some rain and fire type spirit and shit. I'd rather be fighting dragons and shit than a wicked ass woman. And how much more now the women being wicked?
Oh man.
This was written back then. How much more now? It's like, come on, man. And many great men fail because of these niggas, man.
That's why a lot of Jake grew up without a father. You know, these women, they ran the man away. You know, I mean, ultimately it was a curse. But you know, that got a lot to do with it too. You know, these wicked ass women. Like the brother was saying, that's the main woman that's pushing for those jabs. They stick them jabs, they stuck them. It's these women. You know, like I went in for work. The damn women tripping. As soon as you walk in, they all ask you, have you been vaccinated? Don't get too close and all this other crazy ass shit. They the ones that's really tripping.
Actually,
the men ain't really tripping about shit.
Actually, you vaccinated motherfuckers. So like, I'm gonna let you finish your point. You vaccinated motherfuckers is the most dangerous.
Right.
We gotta stay away from your ass and shit. You the one passing off a fucking, I don't know what the hell they passing off. Well, go ahead.
No, I was saying because back up what the brother was saying because prior job I just had, you know, it was a bigger warehouse or whatever. But, you know, everybody had to wear the mask and shit.
Yeah.
But you know, women was in positions of authority, right? This new gig I'm at right now ain't nothing but men in this little mechanical engineering shop. Man, I'm walking around just like I'm around you brothers. Man, nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, as a spirit.
And it's because we men and men know how to adapt and take care of these bugged out ass women.
Hey,
you know,
like
the brother saying, man.
They
Right.
not like ugly ass women. Women are
Yeah.
the fuck out because their authority is the government.
Yeah.
And they believe everything the government says.
Right.
Even if it means death.
That shit
Like,
deep.
If I could just say real quick too, because I worked a job where it was all women. They be like scared to lose their liberty. Like they be scared to get fired. So they, can I get a refill? Oh, no, you gotta pay for a new drink. But if it was a dude, you know, a dude would have just been cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bro.
And that's the spirit, well, hey.
Say it again, bro. What you say?
If you wise, you be like them right there. Hey, go ahead, huh?
The wickedness of a woman changes her face.
And she was glowing because, you know, a humbleness of a woman it making a man's countenance to change the beauty of a woman.
Yeah.
In a woman in her right mind. These women in their wrong mind is irritating to brothers, man. What the fuck on, man? Go ahead.
And darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Her countenance is darkened. Go ahead. And run from a woman that got a lot of makeup on. She hiding her fucking countenance. That's a giveaway that she's a demon.
Yeah.
Because when you see a woman for her real face, you can tell what she's all about. When a woman got a lot of makeup on, she hiding something. So run away. I recommend brothers run the hell away. But who else also got makeup? A damn harlot on the damn street. That's right. His street harlot. Go ahead.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
Hey, a lot of niggas is sighing bitterly because they woman got the vaccination and they got it because she got it. Now they signed and they got a fucking magnet, the damn kids magnet on their shit. Like, on their fucking arm. Sticky. Go ahead.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
It's but little because who does the devil use as his counterpart to push his bullshit? The woman.
Hey, that's the spirit you said that because when they was so-called first creating that jab, it was a so-called black woman, a nigga woman, right. and Fauci brought her out like this was the lead scientist on the project.
I'm sick of these niggas, man.
He saw the mad evil scientist. He used the end of as his counterpart.
Because the end of ain't nothing, man. She threw.
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
And all the niggas that got inoculated, all the niggas that's gonna get the RFID, all that's gonna fall by the sword, because it said men have run out of their wits for women. They have went into the darkness for the damn lion. They have erred and sinned for women. A lot of men gonna fall in this time because of that woman. That's why brothers in the spirit have broken off from that woman. Like Paul said, those that have wives, be as though they ain't got one.
Yeah.
And be ready like on that movie Heat. If you can't leave it in 30 seconds or less, well, you got to be able to just walk out on that shit, right? Especially if the woman is standing in the way of you and salvation.
Right.
Make a choice.
That's gonna be an easy ass
That's
decision.
gonna be an easy decision for the men of the Lord.
Yeah. No,
Before
feel
these
like the
niggas
She know that shit.
connected and shit, they gonna
Fuck that. Straight up.
But I love her.
Hey, fuck that.
But you gotta love your how about my shot more. You gonna
Shit.
get
She
mad.
don't love you?
She don't love
Hey,
you.
fuck
yeah.
that shit, man.
Yeah.
Don't be like De Niro and shit. Go back to the woman.
Ah, yeah, De Niro went back, man. Damn, Jersey's De Niro and shit. He went back. Go ahead.
As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
And a wife full of words, that's what made Samson fall. We gotta look at the example of Samson. She was just in his ears, just fucking nagging constantly. Get away from the woman. That's why the Apostle Paul says it's better to have your own place. When the nigga get bugging out, she's bugging out. You like, man, I'm out of here. Where you going? I'm going to my place, man. I'm gonna let you just have that.
Yeah.
You know, that's why brothers gotta have an escape. Get out, man.
That's real shit,
Leave,
man.
go take a drive or something.
That's real, man.
If you do, if you do have to live with
You have
this
to.
clown, 'cause times are hard. Have a place to go. Shit, go into your car, your truck, drive out, do a video, go into the script. There's always go into prayer. Shit, put this nigga at ease.
Hey, didn't they even say he went to the roof or something? He said it's better to dwell
Go
on
to
the
the
roof. Go to the
rooftop.
roof, man.
Yeah,
Whatever you gotta do, man.
Go to the roof. Go ahead.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Yeah, cause they gonna get the pretty, beautiful niggas on the news to come get it. You know, they had the strippers out there for the voting and
Oh
shit.
yeah, get your ass to the floor.
Hey, and then Satan knows what you like too. So he'll have a chick walk by that's just to your liking. She got the, everything, but really she evil as hell and about to destroy your life.
Hey, and this devil knows sex sells. In this society, especially, sex sells. Got a bitch throwing the football and shit, but it's death at the end of it, man. That's right. Beware that woman. But Adam, go ahead.
How did Morpheus tell Neo in the Matrix? He said, were you listening to me, Neo?
He was distracted by that.
He said, were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in red dress? He said, look again.
He said, look again.
Yeah, Asia had it fucking good at it.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the main distractions.
Man, these women are the agents, man. That was a spiritual scene right there. It was a woman in the red. Esau, Edom. So who's working for Edom? Because the clothing that our women got on ain't the clothing of Israel.
Right.
It's the clothing of Edom.
Yeah.
Got that red on.
Right.
Because they want your life. Esau is really talking to the woman like Eve. The serpent was talking to Eve and she took it to Adam and Adam ate and was destroyed.
Yep.
So now we being a good wife, we're going to cry out for our husband this time. When that serpent slide with his words, we're going to listen to the words of the Lord. You can stop right there. Bring it out. Go ahead.
Back in 2nd Edges 16:18, troubles will come and many will groan. Famine will come.
So troubles will come and many will groan. People are groaning now. Going back into the farmers, is they're paying farmers not to plant crops. So people are groaning. And a lot of these farmers was already calling suicide hotlines, just ended all like I don't know what to do, man. Like I killed the chickens. I killed the cow and shit. I killed Susie. I'm gonna kill myself.
Famine will come and many will die.
Famine will come and many will die.
That's right. Says wars will come and the world powers will tremble.
Wars will come
Will.
and the world powers, wasn't they standing in fear? This past week, they was telling them, ceasefire from all sides, but the Lord is only gonna make it grow. It may be a ceasefire, but what are we not seeing? The raping, the pillaging, the killing, goddamn Ishmaelite carrying fucking baby out and shit. And shit, like damn, the rubber is dead, dust on him.
That Middle East region is so much turmoil right there. It don't even matter. It could break off from any. Remember, Syria and Israel was going at it at one point. Then Iran and Israel was going. Now Gaza. So it don't even matter if it don't happen from this. it's like a pipe that's leaking,
Man.
but it's getting ready to burst.
It's gonna burst. Hey, you mentioned you had that article come out about they were shooting rockets from Lebanon. In Syria, because they placed troops in Lebanon to hit northern Israel with rockets. They was like, we're gonna hit them with a barrage.
Iran did that.
And then where they was firing the rockets from the first time they hit Tel Aviv and Jerusalem was from Gaza. Not from Lebanon. Lebanon is north.
Yeah, that was from Gaza.
But what's gonna bring all those Arab nations together? The only nation in the Middle East that's standing alone is Iran. And they gonna rally under Iran because it said the dragons of Arabia gonna come out with many chariots. That's what's happening now.
That group, Hamas think Iran for the missiles. You know, so what is that? That's instigating like a motherfucker, man. You know?
So the state of Israel is alone in that region, but all those Middle Eastern nations is gonna come up against Israel, and rightfully so, because the world is standing behind Palestine, right? But yet, who's the only place or the only nation in that Middle Eastern region having a damn gay parade, man? It's Israel. And they call it holy war, man. And they know, like, hey, that's off. You ain't supposed to do that in the Holy Land. So the Lord is going to stir up those nations to come up against Israel, the state of Israel. Go ahead, Adama.
It says,
That nigga ain't doing shit.
disasters will come and everyone will be terrified.
Disasters will come, and everyone will be terrified. This is only the beginning. Go ahead.
What will people do when these disasters come?
What will people do? These disasters come. You gonna roll around and fucking waste gas when there's gas shortages? Your ass gonna be eating fucking burgers and shit when there ain't no chicken coming in later and shit. Niggas is just partying up and trying to get lost in the drugs. But your ass gonna get drugged out your house, man, real soon. Go ahead.
Famine, epidemics,
What else?
troubles,
Go ahead.
and suffering.
And suffering, man. It's gonna happen to this place. It's gonna happen to you ugly ass people.
That's right.
Because the Lord's been suffering long with you niggas. And now you gonna suffer, man.
That's right. Are sent to punish and correct people.
Hey, it's sent to punish and correct people, man. People that got their inoculation, you've been punished. A lot of you that's dead, that was your punishment. A lot of you that's suffering, that's your plate.
Hey, speaking of the inoculation, there was a doctor that came out a couple days ago that said they're thinking about making a third inoculation.